So, hello. Once again, I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. Before I will continue, let's check out if the stream is working properly, as it should, in theory and all that. Here it is. Nice, I like. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm back on recording locally and streaming once again on YouTube live service using this fabulous CachyOS KDE Plasma Linux. Let's see the system information first by using the GUI method with system settings, then going into the about the system, and here we are. CachyOS Linux KDE Plasma 6.6.5, Linux kernel 7 something. The system has 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SSD storage. The CPU is AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the GPU is also an AMD Radeon RX 6800M. And with that out of the way, let's go on the terminal and check out the system information there. Let's zoom in a bit. I think this is fine. So yeah, you can pause the stream, or later on when the video will be available on the YouTube channel, you can pause the video and take a good look at your own pace for the system detailed information. But please pay attention to the screen resolution, which is full 4K 3840 by 2160, running at 120 Hz. However, I'm recording and streaming at 30 FPS, but yes, full resolution, no problem whatsoever. So let's go back with the terminal and let me show you the OBS settings. Here we are. Video, full 4K, 30 FPS, and I'm using for the recording and the streaming the same encoders, hardware encoders, FFmpeg AAC for the audio and FFmpeg VAPI H.264 for the video. 16,000 bitrate, and the file format for the video, for the recording, is MKV. So yeah, what is CachyOS and what is KDE Plasma? Let's go to the Vivaldi browser, my default browser, my go-to browser. This is the CachyOS website. So, performance first Linux built on Arch. CachyOS ships every package optimized for your CPU, compiled with x86 64, V3, V4, and Zen 4 instructions, LTO and PGO, on top of a custom kernel with a tuned EEVDF scheduler. The result, a noticeably faster Arch Linux experience with the same rolling release flexibility you expect. And then on the official KDE Plasma, Plasma is a desktop. Use Plasma to serve the web, keep in touch with colleagues, friends and family, manage your files, enjoy music and videos, and get creative and productive at work. Do it all in a beautiful environment that adapts to your needs and with the safety, privacy protection, and peace of mind that the best free open source software has to offer. Boom, just like that. And then we go in the Wikipedia. And here's the thing, if you search for an English page for CachyOS, at least so far there is none. And when you search for CachyOS, you land on Arch Linux Wikipedia page, and to be specific, in these derivatives and other products, on the last paragraph, where it mentions this. CachyOS is a Linux distribution based on Arch Linux with changes and optimizations intended to improve performance on newer hardware, prioritizing gaming among other tasks. As of March 2026, CachyOS is the most popular desktop distro on ProtonDB, overtaking Arch Linux. And for the KDE Plasma Wikipedia page, here we are. KDE Plasma is a graphical shell developed by the KDE community for Unix-like operating systems. It serves as the interface layer between the user and operating system, providing a graphical user interface, GUI, and workspace environment for launching applications, managing windows, and interacting with files and system settings. Plasma is designed to be modular and adaptable, with different variants tailored for specific device types, such as Plasma Desktop for personal computers and Plasma Mobile for smartphones. And of course, on all of these websites that I have mentioned before, and you can find in the links in my videos on my YouTube channel in the video description below, you can have so much more information regarding these things. And more, I'm sure that I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'll keep you searching for those. Anyway, things have been going very well, just like with the Fedora Linux before, and just like with the Arch Linux before, and so on. Honestly, no surprises there, because according to distrowords.com, CachyOS has been #1 for a few weeks now, maybe months maybe. So I guess it's quite popular. Most people knew about it. Now I'm finding about it. I'm not a gamer, but everything else works smoothly. Have some nice details here and there. For example, after the installation, which was like no problem at all, I was introduced in a cell, in a terminal that has FIS pre-installed and fastfetch. It's like my kind of thing, you know. So yeah, no problem there. Anything that I've thrown at it, no problem. And BlackMagic's DaVinci Resolve was no issue as well. So without dragging this any longer, here it is, the icon on my dock. And let's search for DaVinci, for example, in the applications launcher. So I've installed this one, this thing. It's the studio version. Basically, everything went well. More or less, I did the same things. If you have watched my Fedora videos, my Fedora 44 workstation videos regarding the DaVinci Resolve, most likely you will see when the guide will be ready for CachyOS 2 that I used basically the same things in order to install and use the app. And it was flawless. So far, no problem. So here we go. BlackMagic's DaVinci Resolve Studio 20 something. I've prepared this test version. Anyone should take care of this little detail when they install DaVinci Resolve. It's coming to the preferences here and change, for example, if you're using AMD, to something similar in your settings here, memory and GPU, and most probably you will have no issues after that. So what is happening is this. I've mentioned this in my Fedora videos as well, and I'll mention these things again here. I will import a test recording that I've made offline, off the stream. It's inside here. Okay, maybe I clicked something wrong. Not bin, media, sorry, media. I was trying to import the wrong thing. Anyway, basically this is what my OBS produces, and if I'll try to use it, it will have no audio. If I'll try to put it in, you see, no audio from it. But if you'll try something that I have given on Fedora guide, and I will give it on the CachyOS, very quickly, very fast, you convert your video, and then you will have no problem with the sound and everything in the DaVinci Resolve. And let's have it play for a bit. Sorry, here we go. So this is a test video that I'm going to use, like this is a special video anyway, and now that's the Batman. As you can see, no problem. And then I can go to Fairlight, for example, and have some more or less the same thing. Here we are in another words. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. This is a test video. Yeah, anyway. So as you can see, things work just fine. I don't know if the performance you think it's fine or not. Remember, this is not a modern machine. And also, if I remember correctly, I have disabled all, optimized media is off, disabled proxies, Fusion, here Fusion memory cache is off. So more or less what the machine is doing is try to play the file back as is, without any help. and in my opinion it performs quite well. And here we are in another workspace, even jumping back and forth. Any longer, it will be a quick one, like we are in another workspace. So yeah, supposedly things works just fine. I don't have any problems with it. Everything goes well. So yeah, I'll do some more experiments. I will share more tomorrow, and no need to drag this video any longer. So BlackMagic DaVinci Resolve, as you will see in the guide. Sorry for these messages. It's flawless. No issues. You just use a very quick conversion. Literally, it takes second, maximum a minute, even for long videos, long captures from OBS Studio. At least the way I am doing them, as I said, I'm using Fmpeg AAC and H.264 and MKV for the format, the file format. No problem whatsoever. Literally, if the video is small, almost instant conversion, a second or two here and there. And if it's a long video, like half an hour or more, like a few seconds. Rapid, fast, even on this older machine. So I can only imagine things being better in a modern hardware. Anyway, more things coming regarding DaVinci Resolve Studio on the next stream, on the next video. And also I've planted the seeds for the guide and the rest of the stuff that I was doing inside the virtual machine regarding the theming, the rising. Everything goes well. No need to take this to drag this any longer. So now you already know, if you need DaVinci Resolve Studio and you need to use CachyOS, no problem whatsoever. Installation flawless, usage flawless, as far as you are willing to use the terminal to convert your video files. And the way that I have shown you on my Fedora guide, and the same will be true for the CachyOS guide, literally you can have a folder with hundreds or thousands of files, and you just insert that script, that little few lines of code in your terminal, and will convert all the files as quickly as possible. It's mind-boggling how fast it will be, and all will go well. As long, of course, as you are using more or less the same things in your OBS like I have been doing. As for the rest of other files, you can use hardware encoding for Fmpeg, and still things can be quite fast, but that's another story entirely, which I cannot offer you help, since I haven't used really DaVinci Resolve Studio for a while now. I bought it when it was version 16, to give you an idea, and now it's 20. And besides that, I haven't used it for personal usages or for professional usages. But yeah, I know for a fact from a few weeks ago, a person that I trust completely, a professional with DaVinci Resolve, he had a great success converting his files, his project files, for use with my Linux system. This very one system, but running Fedora 44 Workstation Edition. Anyway, as always, thank you for everything, and see you on the next one. Bye!